Hi there, my name is Chef Charlie. I am the owner and head chef of Charlie's Kitchen. Personally, the festival is a time to celebrate Indigenous ingredients. I love traditional foods, which ties into what I'm actually doing at Charlie's Kitchen. In Charlie's Kitchen, we love to use African ingredients, and then we fuse them or interpret them the way we like to see them in different cuisines, different cultures. And so the festival is actually the best platform for me to be able to share my love for cooking, share my interest in our African foods with other people, and it's just a lot of fun for me personally and also professionally.
The festival came to me at a time when I knew very little and appreciated very little of traditional food and culture. Even my family and my relatives, they tend to be surprised with the fact that now I'm at the point whereby I actually love traditional ingredients more than I love more modern or European and American type cuisines. Yeah, the festival means a lot to me because it really opened my eyes to what is outside and what is Zimbabwean, And I've got a lot of favorites. I don't think even when I go to a restaurant or when I go outside into filming into the communities and so on, I will gravitate towards wanting my Rio. I will gravitate towards my Nyeve, my Nimo, my beans and whatnot. It's the stuff that I want more than I want, your common things.
When people say Zimbabwean food is boring, I think the only problem with that is that they usually associate it with very popular cuisines. But what I believe is Zimbabwean food is actually underrated and undervalued because it's usually served in a very functional way. So it's more for the home style family than it is for, I would say, Instagrammable. But I like to believe that the Zimbabwean contains a lot of, we do a lot of fermentation. We've got so many savory flavors that we bring out. We do a lot of slow cooking, and there's also a lot of exciting ingredients that we get for free.
I'll talk about the dish that I prepared today. It's called isizhwashwa, which basically is just a combination of sorghum with any meat sauce. But back in the day, that meat sauce was mostly oxhead. That was prepared, and also even cow hooves. So the combination of the meat sauce of the sorghum is a representation of the culinary heritage of our country. So if I had to present, I would present that dish at the festival. It talks about flavor, it talks about taste, it talks about time, it talks about heritage, it talks about temperature, the 5 T's of cooking that we all familiar with. So that is what I would prepare and hope that my dish represents my work at the festival.
My favorite local ingredient is a sweet potato. And the reason for that is it's so versatile. It's got flavor and it's versatile, and it pairs well with a lot of different spices that no one would really know of. You can enjoy it or celebrate it in a sweet form in desserts. You can also enjoy it and celebrate it in very savory dishes. I make salads out of it, I make dips out of it, I make soups out of it. For me, it's so versatile, and yeah, that's what makes it one of my favorite ingredients to work with.
Off the top of my head, baobab. And that's because I think baobab is just viewed as a very tart fruit, but I think it's one of the most sustainable things you can make, you can have. So first of all, the shell can be used as a serving vessel. You could actually cut it, file it down, and you can actually have a ball. The seeds, you could strip out some of that liquid, and I've seen a lot of people do your ice creams and smoothies and stuff with the actual fruit. But with the powder, I'll even tell you about this. The powder actually is great for if you are making a meal and you wanted to thicken the meal, right? So you'd make your gravy or so, and you want to thicken it, you add that, and it adds a nice tartness to it. Another thing that I've tried too is vegan mayonnaise. So mayonnaise is made with egg yolks, mustard, vinegar, and like lots of oil. And I've seen baobab work well as a replacement for that egg mayo for a vegan. So you would just mix the powder, a little bit of water, and then mustard. You don't need to necessarily put the vinegar because it already has that tartness. Then gradually add in your oil and you've got mayonnaise, and it's more stable.
I think my contribution to the festival and to the culture of what we're doing is very important because I am literally the storyteller. I'm putting pictures and visuals for people to see for years and years to come. Like I keep coming back to some of the photos and the videos that we've done in the past, and they're some of the best. They're some of my favorite productions, and I always love it when other people see them and then they get the same feeling and the same vibe that I had when I was making it. So my craft, I feel like my craft is bringing to life and telling the story of what we're doing, which is very important and inspires me quite a lot.
I mean, it's always fun. I mean, being in a kitchen and playing around with ingredients and cooking and baking, or yeah, I mean, that's always such a nice feeling. It's great, and I really hope that from this advert, other cooks or other people that enjoy food the way I enjoy food also get to feel inspired to want to be a part of the cook-off, and you know, not just to show off, but to also just inspire other people, you know. And for me, I feel that you learn something from everyone. So how someone else sees food is very different from how I see food. I know I inspire people, and I know I've been inspired by people. So you don't need to be a professional chef, you don't need to be, you know, some crazy all out of this world cook, but you know, someone who just sees food in a different way is all, you know, I'm hoping to learn from. So I mean, it's been a good experience, and I hope that whoever watches the advert also feels inspired to come and share their knowledge with other people.
What I'm really looking forward to is the exploration of local ingredients. I feel like we've got so much stuff that we can explore. We've got so many things to see, so I'm really excited about the interesting ingredients, to see, you know, what people make with them. I'm just really excited about that.
I just want to see flavor, I just want to see passion, I just want to see interaction, I just see networking, creation of synergies, but also people just in a space talking about food, talking about the ingredients, talking about the beautiful seeds that we have, and also the exchange of seeds, the seed bags. That also is an area that I deeply, deeply love. And why should people come and attend the Good Food Festival? Because you get to learn, and you get to taste, and you get to explore, and you get to understand the beauty of our culinary heritage. That's a very key thing that we need. And also there's been this narrative of us going back to our indigenous foods. And it's important that we also walk the talk. How are these foods prepared? Look at the younger generation. Where do we get the ingredients? Where do we get the seeds? If someone just wants to adopt sorghum as their main grain, where do you get sorghum from? So attending the festival, you get contacts, you get people in the food industry, and you get inspiration for you to go home. But also you'd appreciate how beautiful Zimbabwe is within the lens of our culinary heritage.
So I think if you are anyone who wants to experiment, who doesn't know what is Zimbabwean food, this is for you. If you're someone who just wants to have fun and listen to music, it's for you too. If you want to be someone who is a foodie and you want to just eat for the sake of eating something different, then this is for you. If you want to be in the, like, this is an event that's basically tailored for everyone.
You also get to learn new things. It also has as a stallholder and as a chef at the festival, I also get to meet other chefs, you know, who've come up with different creations. Not necessarily chefs as well. I mean, you also meet people who are just really good cooks, and they also have stands and they showcase different ingredients. There's the cooking demos that also offer quite a bit of inspiration. You know, it's always nice to get some inspiration from different people who see food in a different way. So I love the festival because you get to interact with people, and you also get to see how other people view our African foods, whether it's in a very traditional manner that we're used to, or even if it's, you know, just a little bit different, you know, how they interpret it. So I really, really, really enjoy the festival for those two big reasons.
My experience in filming the adverts for the festival, but I think the mere fact that the Cook Festival identified my work is something that I'm happy of. But also in terms of shooting and just scripting, the food documentaries are a creative platform for people just to engage, people to share ideas. So I think we've been planning this for the whole week, but the beauty of film, the beauty of documentaries is when you put in, the implementation now starts. So I think today, and I was blessed, I was the first chef to open the stage for the cooking. So it was something that was very phenomenal, but also to engage with the creatives, to engage with the recipes and the ingredients. And like I said, I utilize sorghum, which I believe is an important grain within our country. So I think it's just a cocktail of beautiful emotions.
If my cooking was to be music, it would definitely be soul music. My food is wholesome, it's comforting. So that is some soul in your belly, in your heart. I promise you, one bite of my food, you're just like, Yeah, so for sure, my food and my music are linked together.